Good evening, good evening, good evening, Crown Queens. Welcome to MGM Thursday. MGM is actually an acronym for Makeup, Girl Talk, and Magic. And my name is Julia, and I am your host for tonight. And tonight I have the beautiful Bellatrix Marie here tonight. And we're going to have some awesome girl talk. I'm excited for the topic that she's going to be discussing on tonight. I believe it's very valuable and that there will be some great takeaways from all the viewers as it relates to this topic matter. And so tonight, as you guys know, MGM is sponsored by Crown Queen Skin and Beauty. And tonight, I am wearing our Adore lipstick shade. Let me get into I call it the lip cam, y'all. Get into it. And this is a hot pink lipstick shade. This lipstick shade was pretty much inspired by the concept of adoration. An adoration for yourself and the things that you enjoy. Basically finding a new zeal and passion for the things that excite you the most. And so our recommended affirmation for this particular lipstick shade is, I have a newfound adoration for myself and the things I am passionate about. And so tonight, I'm going to go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all. My chair is doing the most. But tonight, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our lovely guest tonight, Bellatrix Marie. And Bellatrix Marie is the owner of Bellatrix Marie Enterprises. She is a certified Kundalini Reiki master, grief and bereavement counselor, mediumship, and a transformation life coach. Her financially based certifications include accounting, real estate, mortgage loan origination, and tax preparation. Ooh, awesome. She also has a knowledge in credit and business compliance. So she is very fitting for the topic that we'll be discussing tonight, as you can see. She's a life path number 8, and she's a firm believer of wealth being our birthright. It is her purpose and passion to connect the spiritual and physical aspects of wealth. And so, Bellatrix, can you just go ahead and give the viewers a little more information about you, your business, or any services and products that you offer?
Yes. Thank you so much, Julia, first of all, for having me on here. Thank you. So, yes, I am the owner of Bellatrix Marie Enterprises. Many of you know me to be the owner of Higher Vibrations LLC, in which, yes, I still am, but I'm going through a revamp, like a rebranding. So I have a product line that I offer products and services that the intent behind it and the purpose of it is to help people uplift their frequency, because first of all, wealth itself is a frequency. Like you said, I am a life path 8, and we are all about finances, money, basically prosperity, like all things wealth, and that's where that came from. So All Things Wealth is another company that I have under Bellatrix Marie Enterprises. So I'm barely getting that one started. I'm going to launch that one next year, coming up next month, basically. And what I'll be doing is really assisting people with connecting the spiritual aspects of business, of just wealth, attracting money, and just living out their birthright, which is wealth itself. I offer Reiki services. I'm a healer, and I basically use my Reiki services to help people clear any energetic blockages that they may be experiencing. A lot of times people are holding in, negative energy from traumatic experiences. They're holding in generational trauma that's passed down through their bloodline. They are holding in stagnant thoughts that are keeping them from receiving clarity and what they want to do with their lives, or how to advance in their lives. So I'm just all about uplifting others, because I am a firm believer that we are all here to just live a life of luxury and love, and just, just look, every day should be a party. So I'm here to help everybody party every day from within, though.
I know that's right. I'm with it. I am with it. Okay, so if you guys haven't figured out by now, the topic tonight would be on money mindset. And basically, Bellatrix is going to talk about how important it is to deal with your money blockages, and how poverty mindset, which has to do with a lot of subconscious programming, can be a hindrance to the flow of money into your life. So there you have it.
Okay, so it's not always just all about money itself as a physical, like, product, the paper. It's just, for me, it's about I think you muted yourself.
I did, because it's kind of
okay.
so I try to mute it. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. But really, it's just all about the experience. Life here on earth is all about the experience of living freely, just being able to express God's source here on earth, right? So God's source energy, it's limitless. It's sovereign. Like, it you can't even really put you can't put it in a box, right? So it is what it is. So whatever you feel like you should be doing, whatever you desire to be in life, whatever you desire how to live in life, that's your right. That's what you should be doing. So in order to achieve that, we need money, because we're in this physical reality and the world operates on money. A lot of people don't understand that money is an energy. It's not even like an object. It's an energy, as everything is energy. So it's not about chasing it. It's more so aligning with it, allowing it to flow to you in the most easy and gracious way possible. So when I was young, like, I always just felt like the way that I grew up, and the way that, like, my environment and the way that I felt on the inside, it didn't go together. So, like, I was just always feeling like there has to be more. There has to be more. And there was, because I would see it, on TV. I would see it, just going to school with different people. Like, I used to be in, like, the GATE program, so I was bused. And I went to school with a bunch of, like, rich kids, and I'm just thinking, like, yeah, like, that fits me. So I just always just had it, here, that there has to be more. And I knew that I deserved it, just like anybody else did. And I knew that there was a way to get it, like, to where it would just, like, fall in my lap type thing. Like, it was easy to get. I always knew money was easy to get, and that lifestyle was easy to have. But I just had to figure it out. And, I wasn't raised around, people who had that type of mindset. I grew up around a lot of the adults in my life did have that poverty mindset and that lack mindset. So for me, it was more so trying to search for the key to wealth, the key to living, that life and everything.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of feedback on it. I'm really not sure. I'm gonna see if we can. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe not. It sounds like somebody's typing. I mean, I don't know why it sounds that way. Like every time I'm talking, it's sounding like someone is like typing or something. You hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. Let me turn my volume down. Let me try that.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know if that's it either. Okay. I still hear it. I wonder, is it really bad though?
Do you have your Wi-Fi on?
I don't. Hold on.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know, it's been tripping, like the service and the internet basically.
I don't hear it. Well, yeah, I do. I still hear it. I don't know what's going on with it.
Mm-hmm. I always just chop it up to the energy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We could just try to keep going.
Okay.
Maybe we could just make it a little short since we're not really sure how clear it is. Because I'm not really sure if it's really bad or is it just, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I don't
the
have
little
a
feedback. Okay. Okay. Well, let's continue.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of like you said, like I can kind of relate to that as well. Like always just like desiring more out of life, you know, always seeing yourself as basically living in luxury. And you know, that says a lot about, I think, the energy that you carry too as well. And so to get there, like you said, I know for me personally, there was a lot of, and I'm still working through it, I ain't ride, but a lot of subconscious blocks there that was a major hindrance, you know, to, you know, bringing in or allowing that flow of money in, you know, in the way that you envision and desire. And also for me, more so than the money aspect, I mean, as far as the energy aspect, also applying like practical steps to that as well. Because I think sometimes we kind of forget the practical because we're so focused on the spiritual and the energetic. I mean, I believe that there has to be balance there, you know, because you can have all the knowledge spiritually, but if practicality and physicality isn't there, like it's kind of like knowledge without application. It's just knowledge, just, you know what I'm saying, it's just sitting there, it's not really doing you or benefiting you any good. So I know that was key for me, those subconscious blocks. And I actually did was it 12 week, I did a 12-week coaching program, like maybe probably about a year or two ago, around money mindset. And some of the things I discovered during that coaching, honey, and it was stuff that was like running, like I said, subconsciously. So it was running in the background. So until you actually sat down and began to ask yourself certain questions as it related to your thought and views on money, you would have never known that those were your thoughts and views. And that's where a lot of us go wrong. Once again, we don't really take the time to sit down and really evaluate, you know, certain things and aspects, like why we believe what we believe and think the way we think, because that's really key. And 9 times out of 10, it's a hindrance to whatever it is that you desire, that you feel like it's hard to come about, or you have yet to manifest it. So that's very important.
Yes.
And so let's talk about a little bit how you can use, or what ways or tips you can begin to kind of break down some of those subconscious blocks that may be a hindrance, and even some ways in which to identify that, hey, you may even have a block. Because sometimes when we just don't have a clue, we just don't have a clue. You know, we need like some kind of guidance or somebody to just say something that'll kind of click for us to begin to realize, hey, I actually do have a blockage around money, or whatever the case may be. Because I didn't realize I had a money block. You know, I'm a nurse. You know, I'm making, I was making decent money and all of that, but I had money blocks because I desire more. And I was always limiting myself because I saw that as the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, hey, what other career choice to choose than to be a nurse? I mean, that's been something that's been drilled, you know, at the age of a child. So let's just kind of begin to tell people how to identify, how to even recognize that they may even have a money block, and what are some tips or suggestions that they can do to begin to like dive into those blockages?
Okay, so now that I know what I know, when I think
Okay.
back, when I think back, my money. So if you're always feeling that there's not enough, that you, if you're not content or okay with where you are, um, at the point in your life. So like if money starts to affect you emotionally, like when you're spending it, like bills, let's say bills. We all gotta live. We all gotta pay bills, right? But if you get pissed off when you gotta pay a bill, or you feeling like if you do pay a bill, um, that's like the end all be all. You ain't never gonna get no more money again. Like, just because you spent it on that, something that needed to spend it on, like a living expense, right? Um, if you if you find yourself, you make a lot of money, right? But it always seemed like you can't hold on to it. Like, you're always coming up short. You do have enough money, like when you have your budget, or you write down all the bills that you do have, and you compare it to your paycheck, your incoming income, and there's well enough money there and left over on paper. But then when you're actually spending, like, it's like, what the hell? Like, I ain't even buy anything extra, but it's just not there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You may have a money blockage. um,
I agree.
and then mostly just pay attention to how you feel emotionally about it. If you're feeling like stuck or stagnant, if you're feeling, unfulfilled, that usually creates money blockages. Um, so you want to always start at the root, right? Which is your upbringing, your childhood, because a lot of times that's where it comes from. I do these wealth energy audit calls, to where, I ask a series of questions. So like we'll have a conversation, and I ask these questions uh, to help, the client, my client, really talk it out. Like the questions aren't even for me; they're for the client to actually hear themselves answer. Like what's their definition of wealth, and how did they view money when they were growing up, and how has that changed? You know what I mean? And because once you actually hear it come out your mouth, it's like, oh well, shit, I ain't even think of that. Like, um,
Yes.
and so, and I tend to find that it's from the childhood, like about 95% of the time. It
Yeah.
always starts from the root. So you want to, go back and kind of put yourself back to when you was a child, and how did you see, your mom handling money? How did you see your father handling money? A lot of us, we grew up in single parent homes, and we might have saw our mothers like struggling, and we couldn't get the toy that we wanted, all the time, and it was always due to, our parents having to take care of home before they gave us the things that we wanted. So then we grow up and we're not treating ourselves, because it's like, oh no, there's like, you know what I mean? Like we develop like that mindset. So that's a way to identify the actual blocks, once you actually come to the realization that, okay, this, my energy isn't right and it's affecting my pockets. Because basically how it works is, what's on the inside, whatever energy that you carry, is going to create what's going on outside of you. So like, if you find yourself stressed out all the time, if you find yourself always thinking the worst about situations, you're going to create that for yourself. And no matter how good you're doing, like you said, no matter how spiritual you are, no matter, how many like rituals, spells that you do, it's not going to pop for you until you change that energy that you're holding on to within. Um, Now, things that you can do, meditation. We always hear that, right? But I mean, that still mind is gonna,
Right.
you're gonna hear, you're gonna allow yourself to be able to hear like that voice of God within you, which is your oversoul, right? And it's gonna tell you um, what you need to do. It's gonna bring to your attention why things are the way that they are. Um, you can learn about the different chakras, because when our chakras are out of balance when our chakras are out of balance, it causes different things to show up in our lives. And a lot of times, like, I feel like each chakra affects our money as well as it affects other things, because like, um let's say solar plexus, that has to deal with your confidence. If you don't have the confidence to go out and to put yourself out there, then you're not going you can
Yeah,
have all the
that's a
business
good.
plans
Yeah,
and ideas in the
I agree.
world, but if you don't got the confidence to to feel that you could actually do it, then you're not gonna you know make no money. You're not gonna
Right.
thrive.
Yes.
If you're One thing for me was my throat chakra.
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
if I'm not speaking, if I don't want to speak, or if I'm not allowing myself to fully and authentically express myself, um to the people, if my business involves that, then I'm just gonna be sitting there not bringing in any money. So blockages. So
Man, listen, that
really
throat
look at your
chakra. I had
chakras.
to work on that thing for the longest. This finally opening up.
Exactly. So yeah, study your chakras. And then one thing too is your birth chart. Now, I'm not an expert. There are plenty of experts out there, but um, what I found just through my own study of like my own chart is you want to look at your second house, your sixth house, and your 10th house.
Let me write it down.
Yeah, write it down. um, and that's actually the work that I've been doing recently, and basically studying the planets that I have in those houses, studying what the planets mean, what the houses represent, like all that, because everything is connected. You know what I mean? Like, uh, remember like how in school, like they would like to help us learn how to count, they would give us like the connect the dots, and it like,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
basically life.
Oh yeah.
That's basically life. And so yeah, start looking for patterns. Now I have a group. It's called Heal Your Way to the Bag.
Okay.
And in there, I have a PDF that I created, because there's our life. Well, each year of our life is divided into 7 phases, and so it's called like the personal life cycle. So like you would start like from your birthday, and then you would count 52 days out, and that's like the first one. And then from that day, then another 52 days, that's the second one. So each cycle or 52 days has a different theme. So you want to kind of look at that, but then I would take like you reflecting over maybe like the past 3 years of like your life, and identifying any patterns, right? And then so when you do that, you'll be able to compare it to like the life cycle descriptions, because there's certain, just like there's seasons, you know what I mean, there's winter, fall, spring, and summer, and all that. There's like each 52 days of our life is a different, there's a time to do one thing, and then there's a time to do another. So you want to just compare your life to that, um, and and just make sense of how you're operating, how you're moving throughout each year, um, and just make necessary adjustments and changes. Let me see what else I could.
Child, I'm over here taking notes.
Yeah. No, seriously though, because it'd be hard out here, and it's not gonna get no better
Listen,
for people
okay.
who aren't, in tune with them, themselves as as a whole. So, let's definitely take notes. Let's see what else. Um, I guess I'll leave it at that. That's a lot. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot
especially
to
that birth
start with.
chart.
Yeah.
Especially that birth chart. That's you gonna be blown away.
Yes, because I had a natal chart reading ooh, probably the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually took an astrology course. I took a beginner and intermediate course, and I took them both at the same time. I really think I should have broke them up because I was like a newbie in learning astrology.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the course. I haven't really done much with the class, with the information. I mean, I look at my own charts and stuff, and I'm still really learning how to read or whatnot. But I haven't really done a whole lot with it yet. But I'm sure at some point I will. And I like a service that you're offering or that you'll be launching or relaunching again would be like the business chart readings. For those of us who have businesses, because a lot of people don't know that our businesses actually have, natal charts too. I call it, well, yeah, business natal charts. And so I think that's very key because I know I read your description of what your service entails, and it's very beneficial because if you know where you're going, it's like you can create forecasts for your business for the success and growth and expansion continuously of your business by having these tools and these just the information that you need to know how how you're to navigate.
Yes.
Because I know some of the charts can even tell you when it's a good time to launch something new or something along those lines. Like I've done a little research, but I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up. Okay, so I don't actually do the birth chart for the business. So what I do is I have so like how I was talking about the life cycle for your personal life, there's one for your business, right? So how I see it and what came to me is your business is an entity of its own, right? It has a birthday. It has like a social security number, which is like your EIN, and it has like its own personality. So in order to be effective in making those business plans and decisions on when to do certain things, you want to get the feel of your business's identity, who it is as a person. You can make it a person, really. But so I create. I have the business character report. So that report, I do the numerology on the business, and because just like we have life paths, expression numbers, and all that, I do that for so do our businesses. So I put that all in a report, and then I put some other information in there, and then I give like a reading, and then there's like I give the business life cycle. So I actually do figure, those 52 days, of the 52 days, like the 7 phases. I calculate those dates, and that's put on a report. And so it'll tell you when's a good time to sign contracts or to bring in new partners, to go network, to launch products, when it's a good time, when it isn't a good time to make certain moves, because sometimes we need to rest and regroup. So it'll let you know those things, and then I create a business sigil, and it's just like a symbol that you could use uh, to I would say attract like customers, or basically you would just put your business intentions in it. I just do the design, and then you just utilize it however you want to. And then I do business Reiki. Now, what? Okay. calm down, because I'm excited about the business Reiki. Because what I do now, um, so the business Reiki session, it now is a combination of that and a guided meditation. So yes, yes, yes. So what I do is I it's like I bring you as the owner and then your business as an entity together. I put you guys in agreement while also like sending Reiki to clear any blockages and to bring in like success and expansion and growth. So I send like that energy into to you on behalf of like your business as an entity. It's pretty cool. Like it just I don't have like a set, way of doing it, but because it just flows, I just allow like, my intuition to move me on the meditation, the visualization or whatever. But so far so good.
Wow, that's awesome, girl. I need to get
Yeah,
one
it's
of
on
them.
sale. I'm like, y'all better get it now because it's on sale for
Yeah, I seen the
yeah, it's
special. Yeah, girl, I gotta get in on that.
$111. Like so, but it's not gonna be that when I finish because the reports are typed. And so is the
Oh, okay.
sigil. Like I actually draw like the sigil like on a Word document. So like you have it. It's packaged. It's cute. It's,
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I was able to calculate my life path for my business, actually a master number.
okay.
That was surprising because even though I know how to calculate it, I didn't really think to do it for my business until I seen your post. I said, let me go ahead and calculate my
For
life path.
sure. Yeah,
And I was like, wow, this is so cool. So I was like, I think I need to get that service because I mean, listen, this is a multi-million-dollar business, so like I need to get all my ducks in a row so I can move accordingly, move with clarity and precision, okay, and focus. So that's what I'm on. I don't know about nobody else. So I mean, if you're looking for growth, success, and expansion in your business, please hit up Bellatrix to get your what is it called? The business.
It's called the Business ID and Energy Package.
Yes, hit her up, okay? I know I'm sure give me one
that.
because I need it. I mean, it's good for forecasting, just to kind of help lock in and secure your success for your business. So it's not always hit and miss. You kind of have a guide to kind of assist you and lead you on that growth and expansion of your business. Girl, I think it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. And one thing too, like there's always like a time and a place for everything, right? And then like when we're getting into entrepreneurship, it's not like the straight line. It's always like the ups and downs.
Girl, come on.
Me personally, like I was at a point to where when I was hitting those down points, like I would take it personally. And it's like, no, you're not supposed to take it personal. Like this is just like the flow of it. So now that I'm aware of what's going on and what season that my business is in, like I don't have to feel like, a failure, like I'm doing something wrong. I could just, it keeps me on my toes. It keeps me motivated. You feel me? And it keeps me invested in my business because I'm already a step ahead of
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing like having an idea. You know what I'm saying? Of what how to move for real, because sometimes it's that unknown that gets people. And I mean, I know some aspects does have that unknown aspect to it because it's to help us grow. You know what I'm saying? But in the areas where you can have a little just a little pinch of an inclination or insight to what to do and how to move, I'm all for it.
Exactly.
Because we all are in our business to grow our businesses to be successful. And I mean, why not, invest in your business to provide it with the tools and the resources that it needs to become all that you have envisioned and desired for it to be.
Exactly. And it's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off for
girl,
your business.
I got some minutes.
Yep, because I mean, it's a business expense. You feel me? So.
Oh yeah, you're tax professional too. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Don't play.
Give us some write-off tips. Throw a couple write-off tips in there since we're approaching the end of the year.
I mean, so it just depends on your business, but I mean, across the board, whatever, like if you make products, so every thing that you purchase to like your supplies, that's a write-off. When you file your LLC paperwork, that's a write-off. Um, if you hired like an attorney, a business professional, even like if you do like LegalZoom or whatever for like your that you write that off. If you're using like your home, so let's say like you have a 3 bedroom, but then you have one of the rooms that you use solely for your business, you could write off. It's called business use of home. So like that room's percentage, like of your rent, mortgage, your utility bills, your real estate taxes or whatever for that room, you could write that off on your business. Let's see. Advertising, when you're paying for those Facebook ads or IG promotions, that's an expense. Um, your phone bill. So you would do so like if you use your like your personal cell phone for business. So like if you don't have like a separate phone solely for business, you could just do a percentage. So like if 85% of your calls are business, then you're gonna write off 85% of your cell phone bill. So you just kind of look at it like that. You could do, oh, so like spiritualists, like if you guys are doing paid rituals, your candles and stuff that you're using to do those rituals with, you could write that off because that's for your business. Um, let's see, the if you had to pay for your Zoom subscription, like so all your subscriptions that are related to business, you could write that off. There's just so many things. So y'all can hit me up for a consultation if y'all need help. I'm actually gonna put that out there too.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah. Also people talk about the importance of keeping a spreadsheet of all of these expenses throughout the year. So at the end of the year, you ain't got to be trying to scramble up and figure out.
Yeah, spreadsheet, or you could use QuickBooks, or I mean, shit, if you're not doing that, if you could just put all your receipts in a folder like old school way, and then just give it to your accountant or your bookkeeper. Holla.
I know that's right.
To get together, because then whatever you pay in your tax preparer, your bookkeeper, that's a write-off as well for your business.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. I did taxes like 1 year. Listen, I've been doing a little bit of everything. Okay, I did taxes like a couple years ago. I took the course, did taxes. I wasn't really feeling it. I mean, I got the knowledge, you know what I'm saying. And I think each year I need to brush up on it, because I know it changes a little bit, like the rules and stuff, from tax season to tax season. But I ain't gonna say I'll be all over the place. I love to learn. And so even if I don't make it a career, so to speak, I have that knowledge, because now I can use some of that for my own businesses.
Exactly.
Plural.
That part. Nah, because I mean, every job that I've had, like, I took that as training for me to acquire knowledge, for me to work for myself. Like, that's how I look at jobs. I don't look at it to be there like for 15 years. Like, I need to gain knowledge so that I can work for myself and be on top and hire people. So I most definitely feel there's nothing wrong with doing different things. Not, like you said, not everything has to be a career. You just gain knowledge for yourself, because that's how I actually got into taxes, is because I had got laid off after I had my son, and I was like, forget it, like I just want to have my own business. And so I was looking. This was like back in the day. I think it was just they had like AOL search or something like that, and I was just like, I was like, how to start a business?
Slow down up.
And so like, it was like you have to keep your books and do bookkeeping and taxes. I was like, oh, okay. So then I did a tax class at Jackson Hewitt, and I ended up getting hired. So I was working there seasonal and then going to school for accounting. And then I ended up becoming like the office manager and everything and actually doing tax classes. So, I mean, that's how I came to get into the accounting field, was because I wanted to be a business owner.
Wow. I know who to come to when it's dealing with business and money, honey. Listen, because I'm like, I'm going to need a financial advisor or something. I mean, I really would like to really invest in a financial advisor, though, because, you know, I can definitely use some help in that area.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
And so, yeah, that's something I kind of have on my list of things that I really, but I need to get into the serious mode about it. It's kind of like over there sitting on my list, but I haven't really ready to check it off yet type of thing. But I need to, because at where I'm moving into now, I need to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, really take it a little more serious with, you know, that whole, the finances, the money, and really being able to not only maintain it, but to grow it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you want to get it, maintain it, and know how to grow that money.
Exactly.
Because that's key. You got to invest in something that's going to give you a return. You want to keep continuous cycle. That's how I look at it.
Work for you.
Yes. Okay.
Like, we're not going to work for the money forever. Like, we're going to work for the money now so that we could put it in places to where it's working for us, and that we could just be chilling somewhere, whether it's, you know, in our baby mansions on an island, whatever. But our money is coming through for us.
I know that's right. Send me somewhere on that. You can find me on the island, okay? By the water.
For real.
Okay. That's where y'all gonna find me at. Because my next home will be a lake home with infinity pool. Okay? I'm letting y'all know. So I'm inviting all y'all over. We're gonna have a pool party.
Hey. That part.
Yes. Oops. But is there anything else you would like to add before we log off for tonight? I don't know what I just did.
Oh, finally a comment. Hey, what up, y'all?
I know I was able to see it just now.
Well, I mean, shit. We're like this, the times that we're in right now. Like this, I'm just hella excited because any and everybody could get it. They could get what they want. It's within reach. But the only thing, like, the only way that you'll be able to touch those things that you feel are far, you know, too far out or whatever, or you may feel like it's not for you. Like, you just got to change the way you think. You got to change your energy that you're holding on to on the inside, and really just believe in yourself and affirm and command that this is what I want, what I desire, and I'm gonna have it. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in none of the events of the world, because we shifting. So define what wealth means, what it looks like for you, and plan it out and execute and keep it moving. Like, get it, enjoy it, experience it. If you need help with, you know, changing the way you think, if you need help with shifting your energy, like I said, I do Reiki. I've helped. I'm happy to help. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's why I do it. If you just need help getting to the top in obtaining your version of wealth, obtaining heaven on earth and what it means for you, you could follow me on my page on here, Bellatrix Marie, IG, my website, www.getYoFrequencyUp. I got Heal Your Way to the Bag, all of that. But just yeah, just keep me in mind because I got y'all.
Yes, I'm coming for that business ID chart.
Yes.
Read whatever it is. I'm coming for it, okay? I'm definitely gonna get one of those.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. I'm proud of that one. It's
Yeah.
pretty dope. And the ones that I've
Yes.
seen so far, like to see the results of it, like, you know, the to see it unfold, like the advice that I've given, and I ain't even gonna say advice because really, like, I do tap into the energy of the business, but to actually like see it to manifest in physical form and people like thriving and stuff is awesome. So yeah.
Wow, I'm excited. I can't wait. I won't mind tonight. I'm ready because I was looking at that thing. I'm like, dang, I need to get that.
Yes, it's dope.
Awesome, awesome. This has been an amazing MGM tonight, okay? All the tools all the tips and suggestions that you have shared. I hope y'all had a notepad and a pen or pencil or something. I'll come back and take notes because she dropped a lot of jewels, a lot of information and knowledge that some of us may not have known. Now, those tax tips, now y'all better come back and write that stuff down, especially if y'all got a business because that's very beneficial. And so I thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I've had fun, as I always do. I love having people come on and talk, y'all.
Thank you for having me. Like,
You're welcome. You're welcome. And so, ladies and maybe gents, if there's any men that watch the replay, thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, you all have an amazing night.